It's Tuesday, it's the Betting Edge with the Prez. I'm Lawrence Presman, co-founder of WagerTalk Media, and yes, a lot of you know what's coming next. Owner of WagerTalk.com, owner of SportsMemo.com, and owner of the, yes, iconic Gold Sheet. Ralph Michaels and Drew Martin joining us today. I'm going to bring them both in. We're going to get this show on the road. One college football game, two baseball games, and two NFL games for Sunday. Boys, let's start with a hello. How the hell are you, Ralph Michaels, my brother?
Doing great, Prez. Always love the Tuesday show with you and Drew.
Well, aren't you the sweetest? You should watch our college football betting show with Dave Koken and Teddy. They both hate doing shows with me. No, they don't, but they annoy the shit out of me, especially Teddy. Drew Martin, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Prez, thanks for having me on. Enjoying Las Vegas, man. It's a beautiful city and start of football season and basketball right around the corner, so it's a great time to be a sports bettor.
Drew, a big, huge thank you, my brother, for hosting my shows while I was away last week. You did an incredible job. There were some amazing comments put up. At least 5 people want you to host these shows all the time. The good news, though, is you're hosting a whole bunch of your own shows, so why don't you tell us about them?
Yeah, we do a daily podcast at sportsmemo.com, and now it's simulcast on the YouTube channel, so check it out. You can go to sportsmemo.com or the YouTube channel, and they're also on the WagerTalk YouTube channel, so a lot of ways to consume them. And yeah, if you're liking the content, please always share on social medias and give us the like button. It helps us out.
Yeah, and guys, listen, it doesn't bother me one bit. If you like Drew better than me, look, there's probably most women in the world like Drew better than me.
I doubt that.
Dogs and cats like Drew better than me. Elephants like Drew better than me. He's taller. He's younger. He's better looking. He's got ridiculously straight teeth. Yeah, Ralph, what do you want me to talk about you?
You've gone over your time limit.
Yeah, well, too bad. This isn't the NFL presidential address. Anyway, long story short, Drew, I'm going away for pretty much the entire month of December, so you're going to have your plate full. I'm going on a ski trip to Europe December 10th to 17th. I get back, and on the 18th, I take my kids to Jamaica. So, yeah, get ready for a long December.
Well, you forgot to leave one thing out in terms of, you said girls might like Drew more than they like me. The bank account might be the reason they'd like you a little bit more, Prez.
They do get turned on by those Benjamins.
Yeah, and I need to grow that side of my my arsenal.
Well, you know what? You help me grow WagerTalk, and I'll help you grow your bank account. Drew, it's $2 Tuesdays over at Sports Memo. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, $2 Tuesday. We got Nick Borman. If you like soccer, you like golf, he's your guy. He's been killing it the last month, really the last year. He's been doing great in those two sports. He's a niche guy, which those type of handicappers that concentrate sports in their kind of niche, not in sports. They're always guys I try to gravitate the clients towards. He's one of them, and he's got his top play for the for just $2 right now, a 5% play. So check it out at sportsmemo.com. Also, when you buy that play from Nick for just $2, you get great coupon codes for other, also for a longer season package.
Yeah, over at WagerTalk.com, we've got Kevin Dolan as our $2 Tuesday. Kevin is 66%. In football right now. He's absolutely rolling. He's got a 5% total of the month going in college football. So head over to WagerTalk.com and check that out. It's only $2. And just like at Sports Memo, you get a promo code for somebody else as well. Ralph Michaels, it's you and me tomorrow for the NFL presidential address. I'm already looking forward to it. I know you want to get into the show, so let's start. Michigan +9 versus Penn State. Ralph, I'll go to you first. I mean, look, Michigan slaughtered Penn State last year. It's not the same two teams. Penn State, this is a big number to me, Ralph. Michigan's got a better, Michigan's got, I think they have a better offense. Penn State's defense is for real, though. Home field advantage for Penn State is massive. What do you want to do in this game?
I don't think the line's too big. I have Penn State as the better team. For the whiteout at Penn State, I have a half-point home edge. Only two-number, a Penn State whiteout, and an LSU game at home at night. Last 3 games that Penn State and Michigan have played, the home team has won by 31 points per game. I have Penn State as the better offense. I have Penn State as the better defense. I have Penn State with the better special teams. I have Penn State winning and covering this game.
They do not have a better uniform. Drew?
I actually like the Penn State uniforms, Prez. I get your sentiment on not liking them. And I would actually look at this. Michigan, it's kind of like the sky's falling in. A lot of people jumping on them. What's going on there? The quarterback position I don't really like. I like Penn State's offense a little more. Michigan's 5-1 on the year, but just 2-4 ATS. So I kind of agree with Ralph here. This isn't a game I bet as. But with Penn State playing at home, the whiteout, I would lay the number here with the favorite.
He's Drew Martin from Sports Memo, Ralph Michaels from WagerTalk. Guys, Bryan Leonard. Ralph, you see Bryan all the time. Such a nice guy. He's on a 24-8 college football run. He's up gigantic profit on the season. The #1 college football expert we have going right now at WagerTalk, and you guys can get the rest of his college football season for only $379. That's the promo code. The promo code you use is Bryan379. You can see it at the bottom of the screen. It's with a Y, BRYAN 379. And Ralph, before we get into the baseball games, you're the guy that sort of sets the pricing over at WagerTalk and Sports Memo. That $379 was not Ralph approved. What do you think? Too low, too high? Were you okay with the number?
Well, I think it's a little low, but hey, you guys take advantage because, you break it down and you look at $379. Well, our bowl package is going to be in the $199 range. Our playoff package is going to be in the $150 range. So we're talking $340 just for the postseason. Well, we have, 11 weeks of the NFL? And
no, it's $379 for just his college football, Ralph.
Oh, sorry, just his college football. Well, okay, let's break it down.
Yeah, I think you'd kill me if I did it for both his NFL and college football.
$199 for the bowls means you're paying $150 a week, $150 total for the rest of college football. So we have 8 weeks left. So let's break it down. You're paying $18 a week for football and then paying for the bowls. That's not a bad deal.
There you go. It's now been Ralph Michaels approved. All right, Drew, let's go to you first on this baseball. Cole on the mound against Severino, over and under of 7.5. I've been telling people who want to listen, what Garrett Cole is doing right now, we haven't seen this type of a 20-game stretch since the big train. I don't even know if you remember the big train, Drew.
Is that Randy Johnson?
No.
I don't know.
That's the big unit.
Oh, yeah, that is the big unit.
The big train is the greatest pitcher in the history of baseball. I know people can argue it. I don't think it's arguable. Head over to Google and type in Walter Johnson. Look up his numbers. It will sicken you. This guy had a 30-2 season with a 1.46 ERA. He hit over 20 games, I think 18 seasons in a row, and he pitched for a crappy Washington team back at the start of last century. That is what Garrett Cole is doing now. At New York, Severino's a great pitcher. This game feels like an under to me. Drew, I'll go to you first. What do you like?
Yeah, in mid-60s, or not too hot there, obviously, in Yankee Stadium, plus the fact I think both pitchers have a chance to dominate. What you said about Garrett Cole, obviously in fine form. I think minus 150-ish, you can even get it a little bit cheaper on the Astros. That's the way I lean here. But it's really Severino is a real wild card here. Just not many appearances, and it's kind of like there's not a lot of handy to go off of in terms of how guys perform in this situation. I mean, this is a huge game, ALCS. I would lean on the side of not betting on him to really perform that Garrett Cole is. So I lean here with the Frit minus 148-ish, but I think the price is about right.
Ralph Michaels, what do you think?
Well, I tweeted out earlier Cole's last 15 starts, going back to July 17th. When Garrett Cole has started, the Houston Astros are now 15-0. When Garrett Cole has started, he on the run line, which is an amazing record. Allowing 2.07 runs and only 5.53 hits. That's the team as a whole, not just Cole. With that said, I actually think there's value on the Yankee game because I'm not going to. But 150 dog with Severino. He's only made 4 starts this year. He's got a 1.12 whip. I remember back 2 years ago when he faced my Cleveland Indians in the playoffs. He's just a pitcher that really gets up for the playoffs, enjoys the atmosphere. So you have Severino on the mound and the Yankees offense. To me, it's because it seems to be values with the Yankees as a big dog.
Ralph, we'll go to you on. We'll go to you first on this Washington-St. Louis game. How many times have teams won the 4th game down 3-0?
Well, my database goes back to 2004, so I only have the last 15 years. There's been 5 times that the home team was up 3-0. Well, the home team has won all 5 of those games. So going back to 2004, when there's been a sweep, the home team has done it. I think it's over. I think it's over and done. You look at an Astros team that has 11 hits over the last 3 games, and a Cardinals team with only 11 hits over the last 3 games, 1 hit against Sanchez, 3 hits against Serger, 7 against Strasburg, and now you got 1.9 whip. Dakota Hudson's pitched fine, but you look at his last 5 starts, a loss on the Rockies and then a loss against the Cubs at home. You have a better team. You have a team of destiny. You have a team that's ready to sweep the series, and I think they do.
Drew, what are your thoughts, brother?
Yeah, I mean, we got Corbin on the hill. The Cardinals not necessarily lighting up lefties this year. Like Ralph said, man, the home team in this scenario performs well in the past. So I don't think that, the OPS, the team OPS throughout the course of the year for the Cardinals actually average against and has a great game here. And I it's another game I haven't bet. This time I think it gets really tight, really tough to win. But if you made minus 160 price tag here on the Nats.
Guys, I'm 7-1 in the baseball playoffs. I'm live tonight. I've got a play going. Another not Ralph approved promo for you all. $99 for the rest of my baseball season. Head over to WagerTalk.com and use the promo code Prez MLB99. Look, I mean, my packages sell for about $20 a day, guys. There's still a lot of series left in the Yankees-Houston series, and then we have the World Series. You buy me daily, you're going to end up paying more than double that price. So head over to WagerTalk.com. Use the promo code Prez MLB99. And I'm with you guys. I think it's going to be real tough for St. Louis tonight. Let's get into the NFL. 2 games on tap that we're going to talk about, and I think the first one is an absolute doozy. Actually, Ralph, you chose these NFL games, and I think you chose well. Houston +1 against Indianapolis with a total of 48. And look, we saw Indy go into Kansas City and win. We saw Houston go into Kansas City and win. Indy is coming off of a bye. And really, I think this game, Ralph, and we'll go to you first, comes down to whether Indianapolis can get to Watson. If they can, I think they have a chance to win. But if Deshaun Watson has time in the pocket, I think Houston's the bet here, Ralph.
Well, that's always been the the way to bet the Houston Texans. After allowing 12 sacks their first 3 games, and they had how many straight games with 4 or more sacks? So, we saw them only have 2 against the Chargers. We saw them clean in the pocket against Atlanta and Kansas City. But now let's put that into consideration. Atlanta and Kansas City's defenses are playing as poor as any. So, you have to weigh that factor. I'm not going to throw in play. And does have it. Away teams with playoff revenge have not been anything to jump on board. So don't bet the game for that reason. But I do like Houston. I do think they have the better quarterback. While I give us at Mac for the Colts, I think the Houston running game with Duke Johnson and Hyde together and the mobility of Deshaun Watson is better. I think they have better stretch receivers than Fuller and Hopkins. The defense, I like Houston's defense. The numbers weren't great. J.J. Watt struggled early. Without Clowney on the other side, J.J. Watt was getting double every time the first. We've play now that he is getting double teamed. He's now getting some pressure. We've seen him teams off wins against Kansas City in their last game with the bye. I do like Houston in this role. They've been a solid road team this year, and I think they're feeling good. Going to New Orleans, playing well on the road, beating the Chargers, beating Kansas City. Big difference when a team has some road success and they go on the road in the middle of the season like the Texans are.
Drew, Ralph and I both like Houston here. What are your thoughts?
Eye test definitely points towards Houston. I think that they're the flashier team, kind of the sexier team. And you talk, in Lucas Oil Stadium, it's kind of a tough place to play. AFC South matchup. There are a couple why I'm kind of hesitant to just hit here or to jump on the Houston train. One, Darius Leonard, he's back 100%. Near 100%, and slash your quick linebacker, and the quick linebackers against Watson are the guys that you want to be betting on because his mobility at the quarterback position, they seem to mitigate that. Injuries, they got a couple just last week. Starting cornerback Bradley Roby, also their right tackle. Titus Howard, he looks to be out as well. So see how that offensive line holds up against an Indy defense that at times has been pretty good. So I think it's a great matchup. Ultimately, I think I'm with you guys, though. Deshaun Watson throwing for 706 yards. Last the fact they've scored 84 points in the last 2 games. Texans are rolling right now on offense. It's tough to go against them.
Guys, big slate of videos up at WagerTalk TV today. Puck Time with Andrew and Alex. The College Football Betting Show with Dave Koken and Teddy covers. And, of course, the Betting Edge you're watching now with Drew Martin and Ralph Michaels. Tomorrow is the NFL Presidential Address with Ralph Michaels. Ralph, we're going to talk in depth about this Baltimore-Seattle game tomorrow. I'll give you my quick take right now. Seattle has surprised the hell out of me, which shouldn't be a surprise. This team is so well coached. Russell Wilson's lights out, looking at an easy MVP run if he can continue. And Baltimore a little bit inconsistent. Now we have Baltimore going on the road. It's plus 3.5 for Seattle, and the over and under is 50, and that's where I'm looking, Ralph. One thing about Seattle, and we've seen this under Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson for years, they could play a shootout with any team in the league, and they could play a defensive 6-3 snorefest with any team in the league. This team plays to their competition, so the only question is, what's Baltimore going to do? I think the play here is on the under. I think Seattle's going to hold Baltimore down, and as a result, will not be required to score a ton. And, well, when Seattle isn't required to score a ton, they don't score a ton. I like under 50, Ralph.
I'm going to explain Baltimore, and then I'm going to say, well, despite that, I still lean with them here. There's no team more defined by their schedule than the Baltimore Ravens this year. A win against Miami, a win against Arizona, a win against Pittsburgh without Big Ben, and a win against Cincinnati. You can't get 4 cheaper wins than that. A loss at home against Cleveland, a loss on the road at Kansas City. With that said, that's when they're expected to win as a favorite. As a dog, they've been very good. They've gone 10-1 as a dog in that role. 7 straight covers as a dog. And when I look at the Seattle side, you know, again, I follow the Cleveland games closely as a fan. Being from Cleveland, Seattle wasn't the better team. The Odell Beckham dropped a few passes.
Oh, no,
you know,
that's easy to explain, Ralph.
Okay.
I was on Cleveland.
Okay. Well, I agree. Cleveland was the better team. We saw them beat Cleveland by 4 points. We saw a 1-point win against the Rams. We saw a 2-point win against Pittsburgh. We've seen a 1-point win against Cincinnati. Yes, you're 5-1. You could be 2-4 with the exact same situation. So I have a running team with Lamar Jackson, who gives them the ability to stretch the first downs. A defense that I'm very happy with, despite giving 500 yards up to Kansas City. And Baker had a great game throwing for 500 against them. Seattle, to me, is a team you back as a dog because they don't make mistakes. They haven't gotten margin this year. I don't expect them to get margin. I actually like Baltimore in this game plus the points.
Drew Martin, talk to me.
I'm with you, Ralph. I mean, you look at Seattle, 5-1, yes, but only one game decided by more than 6 points. And when you look at the Ravens, you know, they're kind of an interesting handicap going forward. In their division, the other teams are only 4-14 to this point in the year. So going forward, I think at some point there's going to be a discrepancy there in handicapping the Baltimore Ravens week to week. But looking at their offense, man, Lamar Jackson, he's on fire. And depending on how you want to rate the offense, number 1, number 2 in some categories, scoring and total offense. And it shows, you know, how many teams have 2 Heisman Trophy winners in the same backfield. So there's a lot of talent on this offense. And I think, yes, going on the road is always a question mark. But I'm with you, Ralph. I'm not looking to lay points with the Seattle Seahawks team, especially that hook on the 3. That's an important number there in the NFL. I think Baltimore will be able to score. Also, keep in mind that backdoor cover, you know, if they are down with depending on how you want to rate it, a top offense in the NFL, that backdoor might be open as well. So I like the Baltimore Ravens here.
He's Drew Martin from Sports Memo. It's $2 Tuesdays over at Sports Memo. Same with at WagerTalk. Ralph Michaels from WagerTalk. Guys, that's the betting edge with the Prez. We're going to keep these shows tight, under 30 minutes. We have accomplished that goal. Make sure to use the promo codes Bryan379 for the rest of his college football season and Prez MLB99 for my baseball playoffs. Boys, thanks so much for a great show. Drew, thanks again for covering for me. Ralph will speak to you tomorrow for the NFL presidential address.
Appreciate it, guys.